Another thing that you want to do is make sure that your dogs are getting all the nutrition that they need. And every meal has to have protein, fiber, and fat. You always want something green in my experience. As we know, it builds your dog's gut microbiome, is to make sure that your dog gets enough of it so they can absorb and utilize as many nutrients as possible. This is going to feed Amira, who is pregnant. Put a cooked meal together, and as we know, raw food could be disturbing to some people. Hell, it disturbs me sometimes. But what goes into a cooked meal, especially if you have a ton of pups in your batch cooking? First thing you need is a deep dish pan. Now, this is a blessing if you have a one dog. We got 17 in this booger, so this ain't gonna last too long. But what I love about oats or a carb component is gonna absorb all the fat. Now, I got this meat from a good place here, and it's relatively lean because turkey is. Ooh, this has got 22% fat. 22% fat, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is build this thing out, walk you guys through what I would do if I were you, or something that can help benefit your dogs, especially if you're working through dietary issue, allergy issues, whatever. I mean, it could be any kind of stuff. Like, I'm putting a book together for you guys too, believe it or not. That's gonna give you some perspective. So I've already added some of the flax seeds. This is just the right amount of oats, and I'm gonna layer this with double the amount of oats because during the winter time, another thing that you want to do is make sure that your dogs are getting all the nutrition that they need. And every meal has to have protein, fiber, and fat. So we're going to keep it simple. You can get oats from Oklahoma. Kirkland, I'm looking at it like they Oklahoma. Boy, what you talking about? And I'm going to put this right here. And this is just 3 pounds of meat, people. This is going to feed Amira, who is pregnant. She looks like she's pregnant. She's got another litter on the way. There's some people who already have dibs / are going to get these pups, so won't be no question there about where they're going. Few people might have the opportunity to get the dogs as well. Broccoli, because this stuff needs to be steamed. You always want something green in my experience. Then you want to go double up. Now don't overdo spinach. Add spinach to every other batch that you make. And remember, the more vegetables are cooked, the easier it is for your dog to digest and process. The more protein is cooked, the less amino acids are available. I'm gonna run a little water over this. The oven's at 350. We don't want to overcook this, by the way. We just want to give it enough water so that the oats begin to cook a little bit, but that fat's gonna come through and really cook these oats as well. Last thing I'm gonna add, some eggs on top. Now, normally I'd add the eggs at the very, very, very end, but this is gonna be interesting because I'm gonna show you guys what happens after about 15 minutes of cooking. Even when you're doing cooked meals, it can still be relatively raw. And raw meaning it ain't gotta be all the way cooked for you and your dog to be great. But look at this. Does this not look interesting? And there's 2 toppers I'm adding to the end. One is definitely canned sardines, even though I've added chia seeds, which have a ton of omega-3s. Go ahead and just get them all in there. And then we're gonna top it off at the very end with pumpkin so that the dogs from start to finish are eating plenty of what? Omega-3s, which again, reduce inflammation, help fight cancer, and keep your dog's sustainability in terms of quality of life long term. Now, one thing I've learned over the years, and as I continue to research, the gut microbiome is key. Building that up in the first year, AKA year 1, in the beginning, God created heavens and earth, then he made a dog. And when he made the dog, he said the dog's gut got to be strong. We're gonna cook this at about 10 minutes. Normally it takes about 3.5 for an egg to fully cook. At 12, the egg's completely boiled. We're testing this out a little bit, okay? We're testing this out. And get this, shout out to those people who do it raw. I could have still layered this with the foundation raw. I could have simply just put a whole 5 pounds of this thing in here. This pan isn't big enough, this is all they had. And put the oats in there, and it would have cooked through the fat. So you can cook the foundation raw, be it bison, venison, definitely complete beef, or even the tripe blend. But for now, let's take a look at how this fares. Let's top it off, and then we're gonna feed it to both Amira, and I'm gonna add a scoop to everyone's meal, even the ones who are eating raw day and raw only. Stay tuned, people. Oh, man. And guys, we're back. We're back with a little light update. We're gonna see how it fared. Now, most of this is not gonna be cooked, to be clear. That was just 12 minutes. It take longer than that to cook. Look at that, ain't even cooked. But let's check these eggs. Cause these eggs, oh, there we go, oh, okay. See, look, the eggs is only even lightly cooked. I'm telling you, sometimes it takes longer than you think, but you really want the vegetables to be a little steamed. You want to get that cellulose wall off of it. Now you can go here and crack these eggs a little bit, make sure the shells, see, the eggs got hard. It's a little whiteness to them, but nothing crazy. So, I believe that 30 minutes per usual, roughly 45, is ideal. But you want eggs to be slightly poached because those have the highest amino availability. And then another trick is this. I'll tell you a trick that I forgot to add actually in the original approach. Because now the oats is slightly cooked. Yep, oats are doing what they need to do. Eggs are gonna be in there. Last thing that you actually should add, stay tuned 1 second, is your bone broth, people. This right here is one of the better brands. It doesn't have any onions, any of your concerns in there. It's a little goopy. Ugh. Now this looks like a good meal. This looks like a good meal. Now I'm gonna put this back in. It's at 350 for roughly, I'd say 40 minutes. Let's do 40 minutes and see what happens next. Alright, so we finally got it done. Sardine steak. But this right here is a major key alert. Now this right here is super fibrous. And the key to fiber, oh my God. Dang. As we know, it builds your dog's gut microbiome, is to make sure that your dog gets enough of it so they can absorb and utilize as many nutrients as possible. And this is the final look of everything. And then we're gonna take, this right here is a half cup. Now, normally I put a couple of different, I'll use this metal. You go, well, 1 cup. Golly, this don't look good, but it smells good, but it don't look good. 2 cups. Now that right there, let's give her 3 cups because she might have 6 pups in there. 3 cups of that right there. And that right there is a good, healthy meal for Amira. Now this also works when you are trying to bulk and build your dogs up a little bit. So if I was like, oh, let me add some to the foundation, this would be one of those things, man. So you just got wind of what it takes to make sure that your females are good. And Amira, she's pigmentas, no question. And that's gonna be just what she needs. Until next time, people, take care of your dogs.